voice. Oh, hi, we are
Okay, live.
live.
And we are live.
Yes.
Good morning from my side. Good morning, Mentor Beatrice. And
Mm-hmm.
our audience, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone.
Mm-hmm.
We are always here every day, and today will not be an exception, even though we are so many on the session this morning. But I can assure you that it is not by crowd. You are still going to get value from the few questions we'll be able to address this morning. By way of introduction, I will introduce myself and have my mentor Beatrice to introduce herself. My name still remains Foluke Adebayo. I'm originally from Nigeria. I'm a mom of three, a wife, and by education, I am an accountant. Back home, I work several years in the banking sector and currently work as a certification officer. And by the side, run my digital business. My plan B for now that would eventually take over my 9 to 5. And we are here again to encourage as many people that are still delaying, that you are just one decision away from the life you have always dreamed about. We are here this morning to give you information that can better your life, but the decision still lies in your hand. And now I give it to Mentor Beatrice to introduce herself before we go into the session fully.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for inviting me. And I love this topic. I'm excited that I'm here, that I'm in the land of the living. My name is Beatrice Onkware, streaming live from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a mom of 5 and a proud digital business owner. So with that, I give it back to you, our wonderful host.
Okay, thank you so much, sis. And this morning we have a very wonderful topic, the power of one decision. How a single decision can change your future. How
Mm-hmm.
taking just one single decision can change the dynamics of things for you. One thing remains, true, that what this decision we took yesterday, is what you're seeing manifesting today. And the decision you are going to take today, for as many that are ready to take a new decision, would certainly shape tomorrow or the nearest future. So what decision are you taking on daily basis? Are they decisions that are, aligning with your goals, with your dreams? Are they decisions that come 1, 2 years down the line, you can be say, oh, I'm proud of myself that I took this singular decision because it has truly transformed things for me? Or are there decisions that just a year or two down the line, you would kind of, regretting that you actually took that decision? So that is what we are going to be talking generally about today, and to encourage somebody out there as well to take a decision, because I myself, I took a decision 2 years ago and things has never remained this way they are. And it's a decision that do not disturb me from, being the mom I am, being a professional as I am, because it's flexible and, I'm able to combine it with my normal daily activities. So we are going to start by, answering few questions here, and I'm going to ask Mentor Beatrice to answer this question for us. Why do
Mm-hmm.
you think people often underestimate the long-term impact of the decision they make today?
Mm-hmm. That is a wonderful question. Mhm. Uh, we are in the microwave world. Mhm. So most people often focus on immediate results rather than long-term, consequences. Everything has been brought so close to us, including transport, including, media. I remember back home, there was only one channel eh, that you could watch on the TV. And the children program was 1 hour. The rest of it was news, or whatever else it was there. And that's all the TV you had. Now it's everywhere all day long. Everything has been brought to us Anytime you want something, there's DoorDash, there's drones dropping things, from Walmart, like Destiny was telling us the other day. Everything is just instant. You want it, it comes right away. And that's why we've carried that mentality to also, businesses. And things don't work like that, like everywhere. So human nature tends to seek instant gratification. I want it now.
Yeah.
Now. While overlooking the power of consistency and compounding, actions. So a single decision may seem insignificant today, like reading a book. Even if you read 1 page per day, in a month, that is what? In a year, that is what? Consistent. But you're doing consistent things towards your goal. It could be starting a business. It could be attending a training program. It could be learning a new skill, investing small amounts, every day from your paycheck, or building relationship. Whatever it is, it just needs to be started and then consistently build on it. Yet those small decisions, whatever you call small, whether you're reading 1 page per day, those small decisions compound, and over years, you will see results. So people underestimate today's decision because they cannot immediately see tomorrow's rewards. Success often develops quietly before you see it visibly. It starts in the inside before we actually see it. That's why James Clear explains in Atomic Habits, there's a book he wrote, that every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Every decision you make today is going towards what you want to become. And every decision creates a direction, whether to the right or to the left. There's two sides. There's no middle ground. Even the Bible says that. There's no fence. You're either on this side or this side. And every decision places you on this side or this side. The decision is yours. The reality is that our future is rarely determined by one giant event. It's not one big leap. It's those decisions repeatedly towards that direction that you want. It is usually shaped by hundreds of those small decisions, repeatedly, consistently, and over time, then you see results. So as entrepreneurs, we choose daily growth.
Yeah.
And eventually we see extraordinary results from what we do. Even just showing up here is a decision. Posting on, doing, opening your business and doing what you're supposed to do, that's a decision. And with the time, you will see results. And with that, I give it back to you.
Wow. Thank you so much for answering the question. And the truth, like you rightly put it, is that decision is not just about one big thing that you decide to do. Decision can boil down to you taking, one step at a time. It may appear like as if nothing is happening, but over time, you begin to see the impact of that daily decision, that daily conscious decision that you are taking on how it would impact your overall growth. The decision to try something new, your decision to learn, the decision to step out of your comfort zone. A lot of people are in the same situation today just because they are yet to take that decision to step out of their comfort zone. And one thing is that comfort zone can seem comfortable until you eventually realize that it is not comfortable as it seems, because it will be denying you your personal growth. It will deny you connection, because some people are so in their own space. They don't even want to connect with people. They don't even want to evolve. They don't even want to, get involved in learning or understanding how to do something new. And we come here all the time. We say, don't be where you are, because one thing is that if you are in the same situation and you are not growing, even you yourself, you can know that what you did yesterday, what you did last month, what you did last year is still the same pattern of thing you're doing. How can growth come? The decision to say yes, even when you are in doubt, when you don't know what the outcome is going to be, but you take your leap of faith even to try something new. You may not have the results instantly, but it's a question of time for you just saying yes. Like entrepreneurs, we come all the time. Don't depend on your 9 to 5. Say yes to multiple streams of income. Say yes to, stepping out of your comfort zone. It may be as if it's something that is a big deal, but until you take the first step into it, before you know that, it's not as difficult as you think it is, right? So making a decision to step out of your comfort zone can be, a lifetime liberation to that position where you have been stuck for a long period of time. So thank you, sis, for answering that question. And we are going to take another question. Hopefully we can take one more before we wrap it up. What do you think costs people more in life? Is it making the wrong decision or refusing to make a decision at all?
That's another good question that everyone should ask themselves. In most cases, refusing to make a decision costs more. Some people may wonder, how is that? I didn't make it. Why should it cost me more? Because I was comfortable in my comfort zone. So why should it cost me more? Remember, you rather make the wrong decision, because a wrong decision can teach you valuable lessons. And those lessons will direct you to the right decision, because if you did A and you know A is not working, it's already marked off, because you're not going to repeat that again, because that way is wrong. It can develop wisdom in you, resilience. It can give you some experience, and maturity as you tackled that wrong decision. Mistakes often become a stepping stone to your future success, because now you know what's working and not working. If there were 99 items, now you know. If there were 100 items, now you know one is off. I'm left with the 99 ways of figuring out these things out. But being undecisive creates stagnation. You stay in that comfort zone. You start in that coffin zone. You don't want to try anything new. You don't like change. When people refuse to decide, get mad, M-A-D, make a decision. When people refuse to do that, they often remain trapped in situations they dislike actually. They don't like going to that job, but they go anyway because they don't like change. Because they fear the uncertainty more than the desire to change. Because they don't know what's on the other side. So they rather stay here on their comfort zone. In this 9 to 5 that they've been there all 10 years, Not much raise, but because it's comfortable, they know everybody, they know their job, they stay there and don't make any changes. The cost of not deciding might not be seen. It's actually hidden. But if you open your eyes, you will see how it is costing you. It is costing you opportunities that you don't know that are on the other side. It's costing you time. It's costing you growth in your delay in your growth. It's costing you unfulfilled potential. You don't know what you could have become on the other side. And also regret. What if it's better on the other side? But you don't know, because you've never made that decision. As entrepreneurs, we learn that the action creates feedback. And without action, there's no growth. I'll quote John Maxwell that said, fail early, fail very often, but always fail forward. That's deep. Fail early, fail often, because as you fail, failing early means you have time to know why you failed and make changes and do better. Fail often, that means you are trying more and more things. You're not just doing one and getting stuck there. And then fail forward, not backwards. Fail forward as you keep learning and keep getting better. Every imperfect decision, that one of failing, can move you closer to success because they provide information and experiences for you, which people are not getting when they stay in their comfort zone. So the greatest opportunities in life are often lost, not because people have failed, but because they never started. That is deep. Not because they tried and failed, but because they never started. That is deep.
Yeah.
And if everybody can look in and see, what is this that I could have started that I never started, and reevaluate themselves, they can see that the cost is that cost of not doing, of not starting, is actually bigger than staying in their comfort zone. And with that, I give it back to you, our wonderful host.
Wow. Thank you so much. I love the way you dissect the question. And this fail early, fail often, and fail forward. It's such a very deep one, because if you fail early, like you rightly said, you have more time to look at what did not work that I can improve upon. If you fail often too, it means you are trying to improve upon what didn't work in your previous attempts, in an attempt to improve on it.
Yes.
And fail forward means that even in your failure, you are making progress and not just giving up, getting stuck and say, oh, I have done it 2-3 times and I'm doing no more. Fail forward, do it. Even if you didn't get the desired result, try again. There will be an improvement. There will be an additional lesson. There will be something that would help you to do it better the next time.
Yeah.
Because truly, I agree with you. The most expensive cost is you not even trying at all. Seeing people making moves to better their lives and you are not even ready to know what is happening there. There's this adage in my area, say, when a welder is welding something continuously at a spot, it means there is something he actually wants to bring out of it.
Yep.
Let me relate it to our business. Hardly will you open your phone today, open anywhere, and you will not see people talking about digital marketing business. Digital marketing business. Today, we are just a little less than 300,000 in our business community. Everybody in there are not a scam. Everybody in there, of course, 300 people cannot be wrong at the same time. What does that tell you? It tells you that it is time for you to take your leap of faith.
That's right.
To know what is happening there. Because all of us in there, we do not have an experience before we get started. We do not have the 100% information of what the business will turn out to do for us. We started it regardless, even regardless of our fear, regardless of our limitation, regardless of so many things that we do not know. We acted in faith.
Yep.
And what costs more is you not taking that step to act in faith regardless, because you will continue to be in the same spot of complaints, of things not working the way you want it, of you having your backache out of multiple and countless shifts. Even the one you don't wish to do, you still take it because you know that that additional money is going to cover for something. How long will you continue to live from paycheck to paycheck? We are not saying you will come in here and you will begin to, take money from the tree, or it will be so rosy. But I tell you, the path is better to walk it now and have a more fulfilled future and dream than you staying stuck in that job that you don't even like to resume into. So many people today, professionals, the work we are doing overseas, you cannot equate it to what you left back home. So what are you doing consciously on daily basis to improve on that which you do not like? We are here to encourage you, but like I said when we started, the decision still lies in your hand, right? Because the cost of not even taking a step is way more expensive than the cost of you taking that step, trying it, and see if it is something you cannot do. And if it doesn't work out the way you expect it, at least you have learned something that would help you in your next decision.
Yeah.
Thank you, sis, for answering that question. And now we are just going to take one more. We have Joyce here saying, a decision is small in the moment, but enormous in its consequence. Is the hinge on which your future swing. When you choose differently, you become different. Thank you, sis. I agree with you on this, because until you choose differently, things would continue to be the same way they are. Now we are going to take one more question, sis. If your future self could speak to you today, what decision do you think they would thank you for making right now? Like as if, what decision did you take now that your future self can thank you for?
Yeah, that's a good question. My future would likely thank me for deciding to invest in my personal growth. I think that's huge for me. I came into this business thinking it was all about money, not to realize that it is to do with my personal growth, my mindset. Of course, the digital skills, of course, the money, all those came along with everything else. The future rewards people who prepare before opportunities arrive. A future entrepreneur would thank today's entrepreneurs for learning new skills, building multiple income streams, developing leadership abilities, investing in relationship, maintaining their integrity, taking consistent action, and choosing growth over comfort any day, every day. So the future person, the version of myself benefits, today will benefit from the decisions that I'm making today. And I want to quote a book by Stephen Convey. There's a book he wrote in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He says you have to begin with the end in mind. What do you want? And after you know what you want, then start doing everything that you need to do today that will take you to that destination. They don't have to be big steps, but with every step that you make sure it's going forward towards that goal. Successful entrepreneurs learn to make decisions not based solely on today's circumstances, but for tomorrow's possibilities. The most powerful question is not, what do I feel like doing today? And if you don't feel like it, you brush it aside. The most important question is, what decision today will create the future I want tomorrow? And that is the one you do, whether you feel like it or not. And that's what is our problem today. Most people, and that's why when we make New Year's resolutions, we don't go through with it, because tomorrow you wake up, you don't feel like it, so you stop. We know how to keep everybody's promise, like going in and clocking in every day. That is somebody that you promise that if you hire me, I will show up Monday through Friday, 7 to whatever. And you show up every day. But promises that you told yourself, I'm going to start reading my book for the sake of my mindset, or I'm going to go to the gym for 30 minutes every day for the sake of my health. You're doing this for you. You break it because you don't feel like it. But if you go do these things, whether you feel like it or not, consistently, even if it's 30 minutes walk, 10 minutes walk, but you did it towards your goal, you will see results sooner or later. So every successful future begins with one courageous decision that you make today. With that, I give it back to you, our wonderful host.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, sis. That was so deep. I love the way you end it. Having said a lot about what your future self will thank you for, bringing it back to how people should know that it's not about the decision you've taken so far, but what is that one decision you would take today that would improve your future for you? And that is the measure of it all. You don't have control over the past, but you have so much control on what the future would be. And what is that one decision that you would take today that your future self will thank you for? Don't ever underestimate the power of one decision, because one decision in the right direction can turn things around for you, that you would be grateful for the rest of your life, and that you would thank yourself for the rest of your life. One decision can introduce you to opportunities you never knew existed. Beatrice was talking about how she has grown personally, even me myself. Since I started this business, personal growth has been a continuous something, because we belong to a community whereby we learn on continuous basis. Because what is happening here? Okay. Learning is a continuous thing for us. Even
Mm-hmm.
our training sites, the training we use in building our business gets updated, because knowledge keeps evolving, things keep evolving, even in the digital space. She talked about how she has grown so much. And if you are someone that truly want to grow and want to be proud of yourself in the nearest future, self-development is something that you cannot overlook, because one decision you take today can introduce you to so many things. Like, I come into this business as well, not knowing that I will today will know a lot about digital skills, digital knowledge, and so many things. We came here, like Beatrice right said, thinking to make that extra money. But along the line, it has so many added benefits.
Mm-hmm.
That is what one decision can expose you to. Several opportunities you never know or imagine would come with that one decision.
Yep.
Because accepting to do this business has helped us to build our mindset, has given us the grace to have leadership skill than the way we came into it, has helped us to connect with so many people. That is what taking that one decision can do for you as a person. One decision can connect you to the right people. It can help you to get integrated into a community of like-minded people. And that is what our business community is. Because we are always thinking of how next we can grow, how next we can better our life, how next we can build flexibility around our life and be there more for our family and our children. That
Yep.
is one decision can help you to achieve. That one decision that will change your mindset from limitation to possibility. Knowing fully well that you don't have to depend on one source of income and get stuck there. Beatrice mentioned something, that when you get that job, you promise your employer that you would show up. You can work 40 hours for someone in a week, and you cannot take that decision that would help you commit to spending 2 hours or 3 hours, depending on your schedule, to build a business for yourself, for your future, for your whole legacy, and for you building ownership in your own name. I talk to a lot of people on daily basis, leads. They will be like, they don't have time. But you have time to clock in and clock out. You have
Mm-hmm.
time to work and wait for another paycheck in another 2 weeks. But you
Yep.
don't have time to work on something that will grow your mindset, that will grow you and groom you to a better person, and will make you to have a change of mindset from what you have always believed in.
Yep.
You know, encouraging people to come into this business if they know the numerous add-ons that comes with it, which is even beyond making that extra money. You will not hesitate to jump at it. The life you are living today is largely the result of the decision you make over time. But starting from today, you can make a change and say, oh, I'm taking this one decision that will turn things around for me. And the life you will be living 5 years from today is as a result of the decision you are going to take today. So the bottom line of what we are saying is, we are saying don't depend on a single stream of income. Have a plan B that would help you to have more flexibility, that would help you to be a more present parent, that will not always make you to be available for the very next open shift, because you don't have what you are investing your time in to ensure personal growth and to build something for yourself by the side. Don't depend on a single stream of income, even if you are not going to do this business that we talk about, because
Yeah.
there's no job security anywhere. That employer that you are using your energy, your life, they can wake up tomorrow and they will be like, your service is no longer needed. What
Yeah.
becomes the fate of your family? What becomes the fate of your children? What becomes, the fate of you meeting up that next bill that you are supposed to pay? So
Mm-hmm.
start a plan B for yourself. We are talking about our own digital business because we've done the homework for you. We have seen it. We have known that there's nothing that is better than it out there. And come to think of it, you have good 30 days to look at what the business model is all about. Just proceed. You can see our email here. Put your name and our website is displayed up here. Put your name and your email into our website so you can have access to our information session that would give you access to know more about, the business that we are talking about. When you provide your name and your email, you will have access to our information session. Watch it. There's nothing as valuable as you having the right information on the next step you want to take. It keeps you informed. It keeps you to know what you are about to go into. And we talk also about the 149, which is the one-time commitment fee that you need to make. That 149 gives you more access into the entire business model and is refundable within 30 days, like we always say. But that 30 days period is for you to do your due diligence to be able to take an informed decision. So this decision, this business we are talking about is for you, is for your future. We have taken our own. I took my own 2 years ago and I no longer where I used to be. So when you decide to take that decision for yourself today, in the next 1-2 years, I can assure you, in terms of personal development, in terms of mindset shift, in terms of personal growth, and that money you are even, spending more time to get everything, like I said, so many add-ons for you. I hope somebody is getting value from, the topic of this morning. And before we wrap up, I will just give Mentor Beatrice one more opportunity in case you have anything to tell our audience so we can wrap up the session of today.
Thank you so much for the wonderful topics that you bring to us. What I can ask our audiences today is to take a moment and they ask themselves, what is one decision that you are postponing that could possibly change your future? Ask yourself that question. Is it starting a business? Is it learning a new skill, investing in yourself, joining a community of growth-minded people, taking the first step towards financial freedom? Which question are you going to ask yourself? And don't let fear make the decision for you. Fear is what? What's the acronym for fear? I forgot.
I'm trying to.
There's an acronym for fear. I forgot.
Okay.
Your future is waiting on the other side of the other side, the one that you're refusing to go to. So make the decision today, take action, and create your future. And your future self will thank you. So that's all I can leave with our viewers today.
Okay.
Acronym.
Okay, I'm trying to get it too. Don't let fear stop you from taking the decision you are supposed to take, because the decision you take today shape your nearest future. So we are going to leave you with that today.
I got it.
Okay.
Fear is false evidence
appearing real.
Okay. So what is that you're fearing? Is it real? What makes it real? Who told you it's real? Whatever you think is real, is that true that it's real, or that is somebody's opinion telling you, oh, this is not good, or that is real, not real? And then you believe it because they told you. So fear is false evidence appearing real. So you need to make a decision and don't look at the fear. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sis. I love, the way you wrap it up. Fear is a false evidence appearing real. And so many people will tell you 1001 thing about digital business, that it is scam, that is this, that is this. Those are the false evidence. And you have conceptualized it, you have internalized it, and it has created a big fear in you, even attempting to look into it. You know, detach yourself from that fear today. Nobody is saying bring money first. I love this business model because it gives you access to information first, even before you take your decision. So take your time to get the right information. Get the right information and decide later. You know, debunk your brain from all those fear, all those information. Go ahead, find out yourself, do your own investigation so that you can decide for yourself. And on that note, we are going to be rounding up today's session, and we'll be back on your screen again. If you have stayed with us up until this time, thank you. If you will be watching the replay, thank you. We have said a lot here today. Like I've said before, the decision lies in your hand. Let today be the day that you will take that decision for your future so you can thank yourself later in the nearest future. And on that note, we'll be saying bye-bye and stay blessed. Bye.
Coco, thank you. That sounds